Ευχαριστώ. So, good morning, kalimera σας. Thank you to the organisers and, of course, to Christos and Piraeus Bank for inviting me. This is only my second visit to Delphi for the forum. I came here as a tourist. But I think I must be going up in the world because last year my slot was at 8:30 on a Saturday morning. And I can assure you the room wasn't as full as it is today. However, I've been in Greece now in my second reincarnation since September 2015. I came here to set up the office and to start operations. We've now invested in over 31, we call them projects, transactions, for just over 1.5 billion. And that covers a wide range of things. We say, we were set up back in '91 really to help the countries of Central and Eastern Europe to transition from command to market economies. And then the former Soviet Union broke apart, they came in. Then after the Arab Spring, we added some countries from North Africa and Egypt. And then in the aftermath of the financial crisis, our two of our original shareholders, Cyprus and Greece, asked to become what we call countries of operations. So that's why after a very long history of working in former Soviet economies, I find myself back in Greece in something that's certainly not a command economy. So it's been very interesting working here. So we work across the range. I think our smallest transaction here was a 3.5 million investment in a small tech company that does polling or allows customers to set up their own polls. And then our biggest was probably support of the Fraport transaction, the privatization of 14 airports at just under 200 million. We kicked off very quickly in the autumn of 2015, contributing to the recapitalization of the 4 banks, which I think was an important step. We put our flag in the ground and said, we're here, we're open for business. Subsequently, we've supported banks, including Piraeus Bank, with our trade finance line, which has enabled companies actually to open LCs without having to provide cash collateral, so promoting trade. And then, as Christos mentioned, the covered bond, we've done that for various banks. And we are working on other transactions. I think we'd like to see more direct ways of supporting SMEs through the banks. But we also lend to corporates, and we've supported a few Eurobonds. We've supported some bonds on the local market. We're very proud to do Forlis, which was the first one after a long time. And then Mytilineos. And then last year we did our first significant non-bank equity investment, which was in a property development firm, Demand. And we're very pleased to see that that will give us inroads into property and tourism. So just to sort of wrap up, I think the new thing that we're doing, which we'll launch, I'm preempting, which we'll launch on Wednesday, is something called Advice to Small Business. And that uses grant money to co-finance different consultancy contracts for businesses. They're quite small contracts, probably averaging around about 20,000, 30,000. And that is it to enable them to become more competitive in some way. It may be certification, it may be looking at a marketing plan, it may be access to export markets. It's a small program, so there's only a limited number of things we can do, but probably 70 to 80 companies will benefit over the next couple of years. So I'll stop there unless I've forgotten something you think I should have said, Christos.
Oh, we're fine.
Okay.